Hey, 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 all my funky junk friends. How's everybody today? How we doing on Thursday? Isn't this fun? Fun day happening out here. You guys, today I am presenting for the Sacred Treasure House event. And it's been going on all day and will continue to go on today. So hopefully you've been watching along and taking in all of the magic. It's the Jingle and Mingle event. So how fun is that? Let me make sure that we are in the right spot here right quick. And did you guys just watch Christy make all her cute little things? So cute, so cute. She's a very talented lady. Love her, and she's a sweetheart. She's also a sweetheart. Hey, 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 so Lisa, glad you got home. Woohoo! You guys, my words are not going to be here today. I can already tell my words are not going to work. Lots going on. Lots going on. Hey, Sydney. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Okay, you guys, so this is the Jingle and Mingle event. It's being put on by the Sacred Treasure House. There is a group. It's up in my description. Go join that group, and you can follow along all day for some fun little events that they'll be doing occasionally. Also, I want to thank Tanya from Timeless Treasures by Tanya. She is organizing all this fun stuff. So make sure that you say hello to Tanya. Hello, Tanya. She'll be popping on here pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. And I believe Deborah is helping with this too. And so anyway, you guys, first thing I want to talk about is I think that this time of year can be hard on a lot of people. And there's Tanya, Timeless Treasures by Tanya. She's our hostess with the mostest. You know, I think holidays can be really trying on a lot of people. You know, there's some sad people in the world. And people going through trauma, going through heartache, family members being sick, things like that. So, you guys, I want you to take a minute. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I got a couple of them done. Too late for Christmas, but yeah. But I want you to take a minute each day and just, you know, try to remember some of your crafting friends and some of your fellow followers and fellow friends and stuff like that. And, you know, maybe say a little prayer for comfort for a lot of them. So anyway, I'm going to start crying if I don't stop. So anyway, I just keep seeing more and more about all this stuff going on. So, and it just makes me very sad. So anyway, so let's get happy. Let's do this Jingle and Mingle event. How much fun is this? How much fun is this? I love this. Hey, there's Miss Mary and Kathleen. Hello, hello. I saw Lisa, my sister-in-law, on here. Hello, hello. Yes, so many people need some extra loving right now. They really do. They really do. Lots of stuff going on. It's a festive time of year, but it can be a very sad time of year for some people. So anyway, this is the Jingle Mingle event. We're supposed to have a hat on. I might have to take this hat off because for some reason it is cold outside, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I was sorting stuff around. I'm kind of hot right now. So anyway, I may end up pulling the hat off, but I had it on at the beginning, and we're supposed to have some jingle bells. Can't sing the song, but you get the idea. Hello, Deborah. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Okay, so this is a Christmas ornament. I don't know if I'm going to tear it up, you know, like cut the jingle bells off, or just use it like it is, because it is kind of cute like it is. But even if I did just take the jingle bells off, this metal star would be perfect for something else. So there's my jingle bells. So here's what I'm gonna do. I have this silly little sign from the Dollar Tree. If you guys follow me, you know I've been not going to the Dollar Tree, and I have not been to the Dollar Tree for months. This is, you're having a snowstorm. No fun. No fun. Thank you. Thank you. Shirt's kind of cute. I like him. I like him. So this is probably from a year or two ago. That's how much stuff I have. Okay, I was going to run out to the barn and cut some more wood for this project, and I was like, no, Christy, you have all these silly little things, surfaces that you can do things on. Let's do some stuff on them, right? But we need to use up what's in our room so we can get more fun stuff. more fun stuff. So I'm just taking the little hanger off. We'll put another hanger in there. I might use ribbon instead. But what we're going to do is this background right here. And I am going to put this stencil on here, Believe in the Magic. We're going to put it down here towards the bottom, like that. Middle, bottom, around down here. Because I want to make a bow up here. Yes, I'm going to make a bow. And that's what we're going to hang our jingle bells down from. You know, because the jingle bell and believe and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So we shall see. If you guys follow me, you know that I change my mind constantly. So as we go along, I may change. And I pulled out this ribbon here. Sam's Club ribbon. It's got little reindeers on it. And then we've got some ho 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 right here. And then I got this ribbon from our pal Lisa at Heart's Desire. She has ribbon in her Etsy shop. You guys go check it out. There's lots and lots of it there. You can buy it by the spool on some of it. Some of it you can buy by the yard. So that way you don't have to have a whole big roll. You can just have what you need or what you think you need. So you never have enough ribbon though. Never have enough ribbon. I gotta lay my laptop down there because I want to be able to reach that. Oh, and you guys, you know what? I should probably plug in my hot glue gun that is laying on the floor. I apologize. Give me 2 seconds here because we might need to glue something up. Oh, and I also pulled this out. This is a package of greenery that I bought from Heart's Desire too. We may use these little guys. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Let's just get started because, of course, Saltwash, and I can pull the key out. I just pulled all kinds of stuff out, you guys. I want to use some, it's -4 in the UK. Ooh, that is no fun. Hey, Miss Sherry. Hey. You know, I'm still nervous about the bow thing. But we'll do it. We'll do it anyway. So let's get started because, you know, it takes Saltwash a minute to dry. So here's my thought. I want to use some green, of course, and some red. Some green and some red. And I'm going to throw in some black, too. But I don't want to use very much black. And I'm not going to put a ton of Saltwash on here. Oh, I already pulled them out. I'm not going to put a ton of Saltwash on here because I want it to dry real good. But I'm going to put some on there because I just think it'll be pretty. Honestly, I've never Saltwashed over the top of one of these cardboard / wood boards from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure it'll be just fine, but it would be if I was. I'm just gonna do it on the back because I was gonna say if I took this off, I could do it on this, then I wouldn't have to worry about this ugly back. What I usually do on the back of my signs like this, that when I do the project here and I have something printed on the back, I take craft paper like the paper I have here on my table, and I will Mod Podge it on here and kind of distress it so it gives it just a plain background, and so that way people look at it, they don't say, oh, she got that at the Dollar Tree. Not that it matters. But, and also if, you know, if it flops around or something gets spun around, you're not like, oh, Thanksgiving. Why is she still got Thanksgiving out? So anyway, okay, what Saltwash is, Saltwash gives you a sun salt soaked look. Basically gives you your paint texture and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, you can buy Saltwash from the ilovesaltwash.com, or you can go to a fellow creator who is Junk and Craft Treasures. She has it on her website, and her website is Junk and Craft Treasures, so you can get it there too. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that, so I've just ordered mine from, well, this one I ordered from the company, but since then, my friend Melissa at Junk and Craft Treasures has started selling it on her website. So next time I need some, I will be buying it from there. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the black because no, I'm not. I'm going to start out with, let's start out with the green. Okay, this green right here is about gone, so I'm going to use it up. And I'm just going to put some, maybe if we can get any out. That might be a thing that, I'm so mad at myself too, you guys. I've been trying to use up all my paints and stuff in these bottles that are like partially full, just like this. Look, that's got a big snot booger in it. We're going to just throw that away. I'm going to need some more, so I'm just going to add this. This is a little darker, but it doesn't matter. Okay, but I was talking about it on live the other day, and I believe it was Lisa said, hey, they've got Deco Art paint on sale at Joann's. I never made it there. I never made it to get some, and I'm kind of mad at myself about that. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling, my friend. My friend. Chris. Hello from southeastern Washington. Yeah, covering the back. I just do that because I buy this paper that I put on my tables. It's really thick. I just buy it at like Menards in the big, huge roll because I cover my table with it. Or if I'm going to do a live like outside on my patio table or, you know, on the kitchen table or whatever. So I have lots of it and it lasts forever. So what I've done is I've taken a little bit off of the roll. Now look, you guys, I'm making it super thin today because I want it to dry quickly, but I want it to have, I'm making it a little too thin. You can make it as thick as or thin as you want just by adding more or less salt wash. Okay, but anyway, I cut a little roll of the, it's basically painter's paper, you know, to cover things with. I cut a little roll of it and keep it so I don't have to, you know, have the big bulky thing. And I have it to use for different things, like if I need a little palette or, you know, something like that. But see, it's just, it's kind of like a brownie mix, So right there we go. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put some on here just to get it off of this thing. And then I'll take my, just like that. I'm going to just sit that right there. And I will just take my chippy brush right here. And here we go. Let's put some texture on this board. And as you guys know, just put it everywhere, anywhere, however you want to do it. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to let my dryer dry on it and try to help get it to dry a little bit faster. So, and I tend to do this on my first color. I almost cover the whole entire board. And I don't mean to do that, but that's what I do. So, anyway, so everybody having a good day. You guys ready for the weekend? We got Christmas parties coming up, all that kind of fun stuff, I bet, from everybody. I don't have to work this weekend. Kind of excited about that. So I'll be off this weekend, so maybe I can get my Christmas shopping started / done. Actually, that's a fib. I have bought a couple things. So I actually, my oldest granddaughter, she has some things that she has told me that she wanted. And when she told me, I just went ahead and bought it because she's 15. And when you're 15 and, you know, you have somebody that's 15 basically is what I'm trying to say. It's harder than heck to figure out what to get them, you know? It's really hard to figure it out because I don't know, their tastes are different than yours. And, you know, what do they want? Money? Wants money. I just want money. I just want money. Well, I'm not just giving you money. You got to have stuff to open. Then she had a suggestion that maybe she could, we could just give her money now. Oh, I'll tell you about the paint in the bottles. We could give her money now, and she could just go shopping, and then we could wrap those presents and put them under, which isn't a bad idea, because then at least you know that you're getting her stuff that she wants, you know, per se. I'm going to take my hat off, you guys. I'm burning up. Get her things that she wants, for sure. That is for sure. But that takes all the fun out of Christmas. I don't know. I'm still old-fashioned, and I think Santa needs to come, and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. The paint in the bottles, actually I just bought a new can, so I'll just be able to show you guys the can. And I'm going to keep a can this time so I can show you. I buy mine at Menards, but I think you can get it about anywhere. Rust-Oleum chalked paint. Okay, I buy it like this. Now, when I was first buying it, it was like $14, $15 bucks. It's $23 now for this. Okay, but it fills up one of these plus about this much of it, okay? And I like the paint. It's wonderful to stencil with. It's a nice thick paint, but it's not too thick. But I move it over into the bottle so I don't have to open the can, and it keeps it fresh. These are FIFO bottles. You can get them on Amazon. They're in like the food stuff. You know, it's like what they put the mayonnaise in at Subway and things like that. So, what I'm doing is I'm using the stick, and then I'm cutting off where I got paint on it, because there's no reason to waste all this that I didn't use. So that's why I'm leaning over my trash can and busting that off. Now I made the red just a little bit thicker. Now you guys have seen me use the Saltwash before and do this same technique. There's all kinds of techniques that you can do with Saltwash. You could paint it on, just add it like, make your paint just a little bit thicker. Like I said, you make it as thick or as thin as you think that you would want it to be. So, there's all kinds of things. And like I've said before, when you, if you're doing this at home and you're not live, it's a good idea to like put the green on and then maybe go make you a cup of coffee or get you a drink, let it dry. Put the next coat on and then let it dry. And then a lot of times if I'm doing something for like a customer or for my, downstairs or whatever, and I have the time, I'm just in here just doing things just to do things. A lot of times I'll let it sit overnight before I put the top coat on. Those bottles are called FIFO, first in, first out, FIFO. But you can get them on Amazon, like in the food stuff. They're like the mayonnaise. If you type in FIFO, you can get them. Now they have, see, like this bottle top is yellow, and this one is green. That is the opening. My suggestion is the yellow ones. Those are the ones I like a lot. The green ones, it's a really thin, lot doesn't come out. So I would suggest yellow ones, but you do you. Everybody has a different opinion on that. So, but that's the ones that I tend to like to do. But anyway, if you just let this dry like overnight even, then when you put your top coat on, you can really sand and get the different layers to come up. Because a lot of the point of this is you're putting on all these different colors, and then you're going to sand it or scrape it and bring the different colors back at different spots. Let me show you. This sign, oh, where did it go? This sign right here. This one right here. This is Saltwash right here. And this spot here, I scraped and I sanded some on it. But see the texture that it gives? It gives it a fun texture, and all those colors come back up through there. So I really like it. I actually love it. I love Saltwash. So, but we're going to put a little bit of black, and I'm going to try to not to be wasteful here. I'm going to put the black in this jar with this red, because see, I'm just using to the side. Now I could wash these out, which I probably should start doing, but I had, I don't know, I bought a big box of them because I had all these ideas, and I probably had them in here 2 or 3 years. But you can just use a little Dixie cup or something like that. You don't necessarily have to use these clear things. I just have them and thought I'd use them up. What I bought them for, I can tell you what I bought them for is I like to use Rit dye and to do my beads with. And I thought I was going to need all the colors. Well, I have found most of my wood beads, or when I dye them, most of them I just use the brown and the red. I only use like 3 or 4 colors. And once I mix that dye all up, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I used distilled water in it, so I'm hoping that it doesn't get bad. These came with lids on them, and I just put the lids on them, and so I really don't have to mix up the dye very often, because I have some, I just drop the beads in, let them soak, take it out, and lay them out on some parchment paper, some wax paper. Well, I lay them out on anything I can find. I've laid them out on cardstock, laid them out on this paper right here. I've done all that. So it doesn't really matter what you lay it out on, but that's what I bought them for. But I bought way too many. I could have bought like 10 and been good. So now this is just a little baby stick, but you never know. You never know what you'll use that for. I have a little pile of our little jar over there that has little pieces of wood and little pieces of things. And you wouldn't believe how many times I've jumped in and grabbed some stuff in there. So I'm adding this black. And the reason that I'm adding black is when I think about Jingle Bells, I think about Rudolph. I think about Santa. And when I think about Santa, I always picture his black belt. So I probably should have just made it red, white, and black. Red, white, and black, yeah. But I don't know. That's just what I wanted to do. That's just what I wanted to do. Now, what you can do is then you could take your little brushes, and if you put too much of something, see, you could just keep layering. See that? We can just keep layering. And this, you know, in the fall time when you do this, when you get to this point, you look down and it looks like leaves, you know, a big pile of leaves. But you're just basically layering paint on there. So I'm going to slide this over. I think I might wash those this time because I am running a little low. But anyway, I did all that with Saltwash. Right here's our Saltwash again. And like I said, it's ilovesaltwash.com. So is the company right there. So I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then we're going to put, we're going to cover it with white, and then we're going to kind of scrape it. I'm not going to really sand it because it doesn't get all the way dry when I'm here on a live. But it, like I said, if you let it get real super dry, it will, you'd be able to sand it real easily. But I'll just use my scraper and scrape it. So, hello, Miss Sandy. Hello, Christy. Your projects were so cute. I love the little things you did with the beads and stuff. Those are so, so cute. So, so cute. Christy does some really, really pretty paper crafts and things like that. You guys, if you don't follow her, go check her out. Check her out. Lots of fun people in this. I believe we started early this morning. Early this morning. And it's going on. Well, you know what? Let's just look real quick because we can. At the lineup here. Well, maybe. I always forget. Your iPad and your iPhone are close to the same, but not exactly the same. Of course, it doesn't want to. Oh, it's on my Wi-Fi. Here we go. Let's scan, refresh right here. And if it comes up, I'll tell you who's left. Up after me is Miss Kim from my corner. So, from my corner is the name of her page. So she's from my corner, but her page name is from my corner. It's not going to come up. But anyway, she's up after me, and her link is up in my description. Yes, 8:30 a.m. to 7:45. Look at that. But almost 12 hours of crafting every 45 minutes. Getting a new idea. How much fun is that? How much fun is that? So I don't need to look at that now. So here we go. Let me pull me back up so I make sure I've got our... Yes. So they do match my shirt. It does match my shirt. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? The shirts. Okay, you guys know I've done some shirts in the past. And I have been working with a lady to do the decals for me because I was doing them on my Cricut. And you guys, it is very time consuming and I work a full-time job. So, we'll be watching the website because obviously we got a little bit behind for Christmas. I don't know. It was Halloween, then boom, it's Christmas. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, we will be having some winter shirts on the website and some Valentines and things like that. So we'll start having a few shirts and stuff on the website because I think these are really cute and I think they turned out really cute. Okay, so I'm going to take my white paint right here. I'm just going to put some on this piece of foil and I'm going to get me another chippy brush. All right, and I'm just going to start painting over the top of this. And you'll really see the texture coming out? See all that beautiful texture when we do that? So, But she's helping me do the designs and doing the actual iron-on part, and then I would put your shirt together. I guess I should explain that a little bit better. So here we go. See, look, I've gone both ways. Now see how it turned a little bit gray? It's because I didn't, the black is still a little bit wet right there. But look at all that texture. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love color. I love texture. All that kind of fun stuff. It just makes me happy. And I'll tell you this too. If you're new to my page, if you follow me, you know my favorite part is backgrounds. My favorite part is doing all kinds of fun backgrounds. If I see something and I think I can make that, I'm going to try to do it as a background. I love doing them. I love doing them. Now see this, I put this on to where you can still see the colors on there. Now we can draw, you know, like sand some back, scrape some off. So right here we need to let this dry a little bit. I'm going to let this dry, and what we're going to do is we're going to stop with the painting and we're going to make our bow. And we'll get our bow all made, and then we're going to stencil what we wanted on there and figure out how we want to put the little, whatever these things are, the jingle bells on there. And I kind of want to lay a key in here too, because my stencil says, believe in the magic. You know, and part of the magic is, how does Santa get in our house when you don't have a chimney and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you've got kids, you've been asked that, I'm sure, a few times, or mean little Johnny on the school bus said something. So, you know, you've been asked and questioned, how's he get in our house? You know? So, magic key. So, anyway. Alright, so I'm going to sit this, I'm going to let you guys look at this. Look at this spot right here. Look at all that yummy texture goodness. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it. Okay. Yes, Lisa, it is bow time. Bow time. I don't want to get paint on. I've got a project over here, so I don't want to get paint on it. And I don't want, let's do this. I'm going to sit these little guys back here just because I know me. And I'm going to pull out my bow maker right here, my pro bow maker. Right there, Miss Lisa from Heart's Desire, on her website, she has a bow making class. So if you want to learn to make bows, I suggest you go take that class. It's on her website. She's already done it live, but you can watch the replay and get all the fun stuff with that. All right, so I have these fun colors. This is my biggest color, or the biggest one that I've got right here. So I'm going to put it on the bottom. Okay. Now, we always turn kind of goofy when we go live and we can't remember how to do stuff. And at this present time, I'm thinking, okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? But I'll get through it. I get through it. So anyway, I've got these handy dandy. These are awesome scissors. She suggested that I get those. I'm going to dovetail this. Okay. So I have that. That's going to be my tail right there. And I'm just going to push it down in between here. Now I'm going to make that, my sign's not very big. So I don't want to make too big of a bow. But I want it kind of big. Okay. And what's cool about this is you have your measurements on here. So you can make your bow as big or as little as you want and stuff like that. Okay. So we got to twist and bring it over here. And I went out with my tail about 7. So here I'm going to go about 6 on this one. This is going to make a big bow. Let's go about 5 right there. If it's too big of a bow, oh well. We always like big bows, right? So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 colors. So I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Okay? So, now nothing has to be perfect. Nothing has to be exact. But, you know, you always feel like it does. You know what I mean? You always feel like you have to get exactly where it says. But like I always say here, you know, if somebody's looking that close at your stuff, poop on them. They shouldn't be looking that close. And if it makes you happy when you're done and you feel like you've done something, that's all that matters in the whole world. That is all that matters. All right. So now I need my tail on this other side. I went out to about 7, so about right there, like this. Now there's all kinds of bow makers, you guys. They pretty much, from what I can tell, is they pretty much all do about the same thing. They're all about the same concept. It's just whatever you like and you, you know, the way you enjoy doing it. Okay, so now let's switch over to our reindeer right here. And I'm only going to make his tail. Let's cut his tail right here. I'm only going to make his tail at about 6 because I just want it to be a little bit smaller. So let's pull some of that off of there. If I'm missing comments, I will go back and look at them. I'm really concentrating, guys. I'm really concentrating here. So, and like I said, I'm going to do 2 loops of each one. So this is probably going to be way too big of a bow. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, and I was going to put some greenery in here. I probably could have put the greenery in first. Oh, well. We'll see what happens here. We may be able to stick some back behind. I don't know. So here. Now this next ribbon that I'm using, I should have done my tail the other way. So I'm going to, I started here with this tail. So I think what I learned is you want to do start your tail at the other end. Opposite end. So I just pulled that off of there. Do you guys see that? I just pulled that off of there and just fixed it. I just fixed it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, but I really want to use this, and I even pulled out some other ribbon. I don't know where it came from, to be honest. This kind right here that has the little things, but I don't think that we need it. I think we'll be good here. Ooh, this is nice, velvety. Velvety. It's velvet, just like Santa's coat. So see, we've got Santa's stuff right here. Okay, so I went that way, so then this way. I think, I don't know. Okay. I'm trying. How fun is this? Fun. So, we're about done right here, and we'll tie this up and see what it's going to look like on our sign. I think it's going to be pretty as soon as we get, you know, get it all stenciled up and stuff like that. Now, see, you guys, I spent most of my time on this live doing that background because, you know, the background's the funnest part for me. And you guys are going to see how wonderful and awesome stenciling is, because this next part, as far as my sign goes, will go super duper fast and it'll be done. You know, it makes it nice and easy to put a real fun little thing on your stuff. So at least I'm not putting my ribbon on the floor. There's a box right there. Okay, so it's not touching the floor. I know she doesn't like her ribbon to touch the floor. Okay, so I'm just going to take some wire right here, and I don't know, just some, and start getting this hooked up here. So, anyway, I think he's going to be cute. Cute little bow. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be little. It's pretty big. So, here we go, right here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to kind of pull that together, and I'm going to slide that puppy up out of there. And I'm going to get it as tight as I can pull it right there. And then I'm going to go around a couple times. No, I'm not. Then I'm going to open these 2 pieces right here that I just did. And I'm going to go around my bow like that. And then I'm going to hold my wire, and we're going to twist it up. We're going to just twist. There we go. So we have a bow. Isn't that pretty? You guys are going, what? What? That isn't pretty. That isn't pretty. I've got to fluff the bow now. Set that right over there. Where's my fluffer? My bow fluffer. My signs all fell, you guys, right before I went live. So I just left it. Okay. So here we go. We're going to fluff this puppy up right here. And here we go. We're just going to start playing. Just start playing. Start moving these little loopy loops around. And let's see. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You was getting worried. You were getting worried. We'll get it. We'll get it. So, anyway. But you just kind of fluff it around. Fluff it around, you guys. I've been so scared to make bows. And, like I said, I took Lisa's little bow making class. And she explains it so well and so easily that it makes you feel like you can do it. You can do it. And I think you can, because I've made a couple bows. I went a little crazy after we did a live over on YouTube, which will be on YouTube later. I made a bow, on the YouTube thing, and I'm going to show it to you guys here in just a second, for another project. And then I went a little crazy. We've got a bow on our mailbox. I've got a bow. I've made all kinds of bows. I tried to get my husband as a Jeep. I tried to get him to let me put a bow on top of his Jeep, you know, because it's fun. Doesn't look, you know, bow on the van doesn't, you know, whatever. But on the Jeep, it would have been cute, right? He didn't like that idea. But now see this piece right here? You can't see the words, so I'm just going to twist it around so I can see the words. Now look at that. Now look at that. Now see, you can keep piddling with it, but that's a cute little bow. If I say so myself, I think he turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute little bow. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on this little board. I'm going to sit it right over here on this box. And let's get I just paper cutted my thumb on foil. How does that happen? It's pretty darn dry. Now, what I was saying about scraping and stuff, how we doing? We're doing good. Okay, I can leave it like this, or I could sand it, like I said, or you can even take a scraper. Now, this scraper has seen better days, but look what I can do. I just knock some of the top high spots off of there, but look what that does. See how that just brings some of the colors back? Isn't that cool? I like to do this. If I sand, I wait till it's completely dry. And the reason is because all you're going to do when you're sanding, what a horrible sound that's making. When you're sanding and your paint isn't completely dry, you're just filling up your sandpaper. Okay? But look at this background. Isn't that cool looking? It looks like it's been in the sea and salt, you know? So I'm going to kind of scoop this together right here. And we're going to, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw it in the trash. My mind went completely blank right there. There we go. All right, let's get our stencil on. Let's get our stencil on. Okay, so I'm going to put it down towards the bottom because I did make kind of a big bow. But I want my G to make sure it's on. I want to check and make sure my C and everything's on there. And we're going to put that puppy on there. Make sure it's pretty straight as far as you can tell. And then we're going to put our bow, and I think I'll put the jingle bells right over here. I think that's what I want to do. I'm just going to use this black paint that I have out. It is also, it's just, yeah, it's chalk paint. The thicker the paint that you have for your stenciling, the better off you are. Okay, it's always a good idea to tape down your stencil so it doesn't move. You want to make your stencil as flat as you possibly can make it. And you say, Christy, but you added a bunch of texture. Yes, I did add a bunch of texture, but I did shave some of it off. So you just have to make sure when you're doing it, you're just being gentle. And you're not pushing and letting it get underneath where it's sticking up. But ideally, when you stencil, you want your board to be as flat as you possibly can get it, or your whatever you're stenciling on paper or whatever. And I put paint on my brush, and now I'm just working it up into my stencil brush. See how it's up in the bristles? Okay, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel right here, and I'm going to kind of swirl on the paper towel. See that? I'm getting more paint on. Less is best, okay? So it looks like I don't have hardly any on there, but you'll be surprised. Now, I like to go in a swirling motion. Some people like to stipple. Some people like to use the makeup wedges. But the concept is the same. Less is better, and less is best. That sounds silly. But you, so even like using a makeup wedge, you know, you don't want a whole bunch on that either. You want your paint as thin as possible on whatever way that you're putting it on, because it would be better to add multiple layers than to have a mess right off the bat. Okay, see that? I wasn't worried about getting every single spot. But look right there. There we go. So, that simple. That simple. Believe in the magic. That simple. Okay, so let's sit that right over there. And what I'm thinking is, I don't know. I kind of think I want to take them off of there. And maybe, I don't know, let's see. Let's get the big bow on. Let's get our big bow on. Now, I should staple it on, but I didn't grab my stapler. I didn't grab my stapler because I'm out of staples. And they're out in the barn, and I need to go out and get some. But, it's taking it off my little thing right there. So I'm just going to glue it on for right this minute. And then I will come back and staple my bow on. Well, I don't know if I will or not, because I keep thinking that I'm working with wood. I think the gluing will work. I think the gluing will work. Okay? So we're going to have our little bow right up here. It's not a perfect bow, but it'll work. It'll work. And see, I can move them over and get some of them out of the way. I should have made these a little bit smaller. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute. So, let's see. Well, hello, Caroline. I'm happy to catch you, too. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on here. And we're just going to glue it on. And like I said, I'll probably staple it on. I'm going to see what the staple does in this stuff. I'm not sure. Not sure what it's going to do. But for right now, I'm just going to put it up here as high as I can. And I'm just going to kind of hold it for just a second. And then I'll cut these extra wires off. And then we'll fluff it just a little bit more. A little bit more. Hi, Lydia. Hello, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll fluff her up a little bit more here. So, I think he's okay. I think he's okay. Right here. So I just don't want him to fall off while I'm showing you guys. See, I keep pushing it down. I need to fluff it up. See, it came off. I'm going to need to staple it. I'm going to need to staple it. Let me hold that for just another minute or two here. Let's see. But we will, I will fix that before I take my picture and to show you guys. So this guy right here is a little big. Let's cut these wires. I don't know why I didn't cut them a few minutes ago. But yeah, but we'll just very carefully hold the bow right up in here. So believe in the magic. Wonderful bow, wonderful bow. Now, my little jingle bells. You guys, you know what I think I might do? I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this, and I'm just going to cut them. Cut them off this star and save this star for later. Right here, just like this, right there. And I will staple them on too and let them hang down. No, I think I do like it over here. Just gonna kind of put them over there. I think that's what I do. Remember that stick that I had? This is, I'm gonna do something like this. Okay, and I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna put this and put some glue on here. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to put my jingle bells in this glue right here. Like that. Just going to use the strings that are on there and the length that they are. Just kind of putting them on together right here like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece and put some glue on it. And we're going to put this on here like this. Okay, I'm going to kind of sandwich those guys in there. Just like that. All right. Now what I will do is, what are we doing on time? Oh, my time's up, you guys. I'm going to paint this, and I'm going to attach it right there. Make sure you go check out Kim at From My Corner, and I'm going to staple my bow on and all that kind of fun stuff, and believe in the magic of Christmas right there, and that's what that's going to look like. I'll fix my bow, and like I said, get it attached better, and all that kind of fun stuff. You guys go check out Kim at From My Corner, and I hope you guys have a great, great afternoon, and even better tomorrow, you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.